Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August the 19th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Saturday out there so far. Everybody has a great Saturday afternoon. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to talk about Major Hurricane Hillary. Also, we're going to take a look at Invest 98L, also Invest 99L. And also now we have 90L, Invest 90L in the near the Leeward Islands. And also we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also we're going to take a look at the watches, warning, and advisory map for your location across the nation. Okay, if you're a new viewer and have not subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing and go ahead and smash that subscribe button today and you're in. You get my forecast twice per day unless something comes up. Okay. Just want to let everybody know I'm kind of under the weather today. Stomach's kind of bothering me today. So if everybody could say a little prayer for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Try to get the bug or whatever I got in my stomach. Try to get it cleared up too. Everybody knows I got, like I said, got osteoarthritis in my hip and leg. Have a hard time walking around, but starting to slowly get a little bit better. But like I said, seems like I'm having health problem after health problems. And let everybody see what's going on. Alright, as you can see here, the eye kind of fell apart there, as you can see in that last frame. It's getting maybe weakening. I think the storm starting slowly 125 miles per hour at the last advisory at 9 a.m. this morning for Hurricane Hillary. But you can see here's portions of the Baja California and also the Gulf of California. You can see the outer bands that went through it, and also western Mexico. Also get some outer bands of this system moving through the Baja region, and like I said, the Gulf of California region, as well as this system continues to track on off to the north. We're going to try to take a look at the hurricane information from the National Hurricane Center on this system. Okay, here it is right here. Saturday at 9 a.m. This is the position. This is the wind field here. Everything in blue, storm warning, and the yellow there is a tropical storm watch, and the red, that's a hurricane warning for that area there. So expect tropical storm conditions through the Gulf of California toward the Baja area of California, and also up towards the Central California, Southern California region. Expected to become a depression by 6 a.m. Monday morning over Nevada. But right now it's a major hurricane. Weakening will occur since the center is getting closer to land. But like I say, it's still going to be a pretty significant hurricane to bring tornadoes to the southwestern United States. Also severe flooding to some locations, and also for much of the Baja and the Gulf of California, portion of North Mexico, also into Arizona, all the way into portion of Idaho, and also up into portions of Oregon and Washington State. Gonna get into some flood and rains as well, but most of the flood expected to be over Southern California, Central California, Nevada, Utah, and Arizona as well, and also some portion of Oregon and Idaho. We'll get in on some pretty significant flooding as that hurricane moves on shore. Alright, let's take a look at the hurricane models from this is what the hurricane model guide is showing. Current position located here. Keeps it well pretty packed, so is pretty confident that the storm will continue to move into Southern California and continue to push on off to the north and go through Washington State, Oregon and Washington State, like I say, through Nevada, Oregon and Washington State, and into southern, over here into southwestern Canada, where a cold front may pick it up and push it off to the northeast. So you guys in southern Canada may get in on some of this activity off of this system as well, but just mainly some rainfall and maybe a little bit of gusty winds and maybe some thunderstorm activity as that system moves in your area. All right, take a look at the intensity guidance. You can see here it's up here near a Category 4 storm. We'll continue to drop on off for 36 hours back to a Category 1. 48 hours, like I said, it's down into a tropical storm status, and then 60 hours out, and then pretty much 132 hours out, it's back down to a tropical depression. So, but one wants to keep it a tropical storm, but depression by 132 hours out. All right, let's move on to Invest 98L. That was the update on Hillary there. As you can see here, oh, let me go back one more time to Hillary. I need to give you the coordinates. I'm just going to read it like this. Center of the storm is located near latitude 22.3 north, 113.5 west. Maximum sustained winds at 125 miles per hour. Movement is to the north-northwest at 16 miles per hour. 16 miles per hour moving to the north-northwest. And like I said, I just showed you the track pretty much in the forecast model. That's why National Hurricane Center got it going right into Nevada as a depression on Monday. So, all right, just want to give you that information there. I forgot to give it to you, but anyway, here's Invest 98L. Currently, convection to the north, a little bit of convection to the south, but still poorly organized at this time. All right. Some information on this here. The storm right here, hurricane model keeps it going this way so far. Pretty much just remains a fish storm over the tropical Atlantic. That's what 99L. That's the one that's closest to the Cabo Verde Islands. So that's why. It's just going to. Sorry about the computer being slow, folks, but we're getting there. All right, it has winds of about 30 knots. Most of the models do take it into a tropical storm status very briefly, then drops it back to a depression, and then re-strengthen it back into a tropical storm later on down the road, about 132 to maybe around 168 hours. So just we just have to keep an eye on it to see how that storm involves there. All right, let's take a look at 99L. Looks a little bit better organized this afternoon. It's kind of getting a more organized structure to it. Still kind of poorly organized. Cause got a bunch of shower and storm to the west of the system, but mainly just kind of blowing up around the center of the storm there. But anyway, let's take a look at some information on 99L. Alright, hurricane models here. We're going to take a look at them real quick. Alright, here's the model run here. Keeps the storm this center rotation. Moves it just north of the Leeward Island. One wants to keep it this way, but most of them keep it to the north of the Leeward Island and turn it to the north. This here looks like it may be a fish storm as well, but we'll just have to keep an eye on it and see if it is. Alright, take a look at the intensity guidance of this system. This system here looks like it may be just a tropical, maybe a tropical depression, maybe a weak tropical storm, but right now it just looks mainly just a tropical wave at this time. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that wave and see what happens in that department. Alright, let's move on to 90L. Excuse me. Alright, here's 90L located moving through the Leeward Islands as we speak. Going to move into the Caribbean Sea here shortly. And here's the islands here lined up. It's continuing to push on off to the west, getting a little better concentrated around the center of the storm. So this system here may become our next named storm as well. Hurricane models. Okay, that's the current position here. Fixing to move through the southern Leeward Island. This system here is going to move through, bring some gusty winds, heavy rainfall, maybe some mudslides to portions of the Leeward Islands, the central and southern Leeward Islands as well. Maybe the northern might get in on a little bit of activity as well. And it's going to move through central Caribbean Sea. Will it go to the west? Is it going to turn like these models show it? Some models showing it coming up like this and then moving through, kind of moving through like this, past between Jamaica and Cuba. So we're just gonna have to wait and see if it continue to go to the left or go to the right. The models are split at this time, so we're just gonna have to keep an eye on it. But like I say, this system could become our next named system as well, so we'll keep an eye on that as well. All right, let's take a look at the intensity guidance. Right now I have about 25 knot winds. But most models do take it up into a tropical storm. One takes up to a hurricane. So, like I said, that's why I said I think one of this here might become our named storm, and could bring some precipitation to maybe like I said, portions of the Caribbean islands. So here takes it through and then turns it back out to the north. This here kind of takes it up to the north and kind of meanders it a little bit. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Some model takes it this way, some takes it back out that way. Some got them all over the place, so we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Alright, let's move on to the weather radar now real quick. We'll discuss it a little bit. We got a little bit of shower activity up here around Montreal and Ottawa, Canada. Scattered activity over South Dakota, also some scattered activity over Wyoming, also into Idaho, and also into Nevada, California. Here's some of that moisture coming off of Hillary, already moving into portions just east of Los Angeles, heading toward Las Vegas, west of Phoenix, west of Tucson, Arizona. So you guys will continue to get more moisture pumping in from the south, and it will become widespread from San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco, over toward Phoenix, Arizona, Tucson, Arizona, then on up towards Salt Lake City. You'll be getting in on it. Reno, Nevada, y'all be getting in on it as well. Alright, let's move on down. We got a little bit of shower activity up here in portions just east of Chicago, Illinois as well. Alright, we got some down in the Gulf of Mexico. Here's that little tropical wave down in the Bahamas producing some showers. Anybody from Miami up toward Orlando, Tampa, may get some shower activity out of this little tropical wave. Also port across Cuba, around Havana, Cuba as well, as that system continues to push on off to the west, northwest, and move into the Gulf of Mexico. We got some shower activity also moving in off of this system here, along the southeast coast, just east of Jacksonville, and also around the Charleston, South Carolina area up toward Myrtle Beach. You're going to get some shower activity this afternoon as well. This system continues to push on off to the west. Some of this activity could head toward the I-95 corridor in South Carolina and Georgia. So I would not be seeing an advisory map for your location across the nation. As you can see here, we got a real big area of heat advisories extending from portions of Mississippi, Louisiana through Arkansas, also into portions of Illinois up to Wisconsin, also into Minnesota, also into portions of Iowa, southeastern South Dakota. Excuse me. Also into Nebraska and also into Kansas, also in the southern portions and southeastern portions of Colorado. Sets of heat warning for much of Louisiana, much of Texas, also into much of Oklahoma, portions of Arkansas, all of Missouri, much of Illinois, southern Iowa, southeastern portion of Nebraska, much of Kansas, also into portions of southern Minnesota. Air quality alert for you guys in portions of Ohio, that is, excuse me. Beach hazard statements extended from New York State all the way into Michigan, all the way up toward Wisconsin region. Fire weather watches in effect for you guys in northern portions of Minnesota. River flood warnings still continue for South Dakota. Fire weather watches also in effect for eastern Colorado. Tropical storm warnings in effect along the west coast of Mexico. Hurricane warnings and tropical storm warnings also in effect along the east and west of the Baja area and also the Gulf of California. Also in the southern California, some counties there have tropical storm warnings in effect for you guys. Wind advisories for portions of Arizona and also, Arizona and southern California. Also flood watches extended from southern portion of Arizona all the way up into Idaho, also Oregon, also all of Nevada, portions of Utah and southern California. High wind warning also in effect for portions of Utah as well. Air quality alerts there for Wyoming. Wind advisory for portions of Montana. Air quality alerts also for portions of Montana or northern Idaho, also in the Washington State. And also red flag warnings there as well for Washington and Oregon State, Northern California. Alright, Alaska got some special weather statements. Also, the Hawaii and Chain Island looks A-OK at this time. Also, we got some excessive heat watches also in effect for southern Indiana and western Kentucky as well. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Everybody continue to stay safe and well. Enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing. And we'll catch you back in the next video. And hopefully by the next video, I'll be feeling a little bit better. Have a great one, everyone. Take care.